Hi guys, Alberto here. You're watching the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, and today I'm making a quick comparison video using the Harley Benton Evil Twin. This is quite an amazing dual drive pedal. One of the sides is a tube screamer style overdrive, so it's sort of a mid-push slow gain drive, and the other side is based on a Fulltone OCD. So it has the full frequency spectrum and also a nice wide range of gain. So this is a pretty cool and versatile combination to have it in your board. And today I'm gonna shoot it out against the originals. So I have an Ibanez TS Mini and a Fulltone OCD version 2. And first we're gonna make a quick run through the recording setup. Then I'm gonna play the pedals over a backing track. So I'm gonna play the same part twice using the different pedals. And then I'm gonna also show you a couple of isolated guitar tracks and finally move on to the discussion part. So grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go. The setup today is quite simple. I'm plugging the guitars straight into the pedals, and then they're gonna hit the front end of the Marshall Studio Vintage 20 amplifier. The amp is then loaded down using the 2 notes torpedo captor, and I'm gonna use the Wall of Sound plugin for speaker simulation. Today I'm gonna use cabinets from Victory. In my opinion, they sound absolutely amazing, and if you wanna check them out, make sure to stay tuned for my future video. So let me know your thoughts on the Harley Benton Evil Twin and how it compares to the originals. I think for the Tube Screamer side, it came really close. Maybe the TS Mini had a bit more of an aggressive EQ shape, so it really shovels the bottom and the top end, but I would be really hard pressed to tell the difference in the recordings. On the other hand, the OCD side is definitely on the same ballpark, but you can hear it has a different thing going on. So the original OCD to me is definitely warmer and fatter. It has this amazing lower mid-range that really beefs up single coils very well, and I really like playing riffs on the heavier strings with it. The Harley Benton one sounded a bit skinnier, but at the same time I also think that in some passages contributed to a bit more clarity when playing full chords and whatnot. In terms of flexibility and usability, I would probably give it to the Harley Benton. First, because it has got a toggle switch for the effect order, so you can switch which effect comes first. If you wanted to do this with the individual pedals, you would need some sort of more advanced switching system, which is not for everyone. But then at the same time, I feel most of the time you want to stack the Tube Screamer into the OCD. That's how I always set them up. So I have the OCD as my bass ampy-like overdrive tone, and I just use the Tube Screamer to push it over the edge and to shovel off some bottom end for additional clarity and also to add loads of sustain. You can do the opposite, have the Tube Screamer after the OCD get more of a volume boost, but I think the circuit is really not great at doing that. Second is pedalboard real estate. So with the Harley Benton, you can save a bit of pedalboard real estate, but not as much as you could have if the Harley Benton had top-mounted jacks. And I feel this was one of the main mistakes that Harley Benton did with their dual series pedals. In my opinion, they should all have top-mounted jacks. Then a couple of complaints on the Harley Benton side. The white font on the pink enclosure makes it very difficult to read the settings. So if you need to change the settings on a dark stage, this will be very challenging. And then at the same time also on the Tube Screamer side, it has these tiny pots for the volume and for the tone with no marking at all. So we get exactly the same problem there. In terms of pricing, the Harley Benton Evil Twin goes for about 80 euros here in Germany, so it's not super cheap as your typical Harley Benton pedal, but it definitely does more than your typical Harley Benton pedal. Then at the same time, they have other series like the Mini Stomp, and each pedal costs like 20 bucks, and you could get 4 of these for the price of one of these dual series. So I would rather get 4 pedals than one. And it's still cheaper than the original, so the Ibanez Tube Screamer by itself costs 84 euros, and that's the cheapest original Tube Screamer that you can get. So of course the Ibanez TS9, TS808, or even the Maxon version would set you back more than that. And on the other side we have the Fulltone OCD, which I think used to go for about 150 to 180 euros. And now Fulltone is out of the market, so you cannot get it new anymore, and prices in the used market are going up quickly. So I think the Harley Benton Evil Twin is actually a solid alternative now if you are looking for this exact effect combination, which is, by the way, an awesome effect combination in a single housing and not drop a shitload of money. So that's it for today. I really hope the comparison was useful and fun to watch. If that's the case, make sure to leave a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more guitar and gear related content, also make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay tuned for future videos. Also, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support the Bedroom Rocker YouTube channel, make sure to check the description box below where you find my affiliate links. If you use them to buy anything, I earn a small commission, and this really helps me to get the channel going and to get more products for making reviews like this one at no additional cost for you. So keep on rocking and cheers!